The home of high-end and high-performance sports cars, the North American Road Racing Association pits mighty muscle against European exotics and boosted imports in their US GT and Wheel and US Time Trial Championships. The country's best club and regional racers, tuners and backyard builders test themselves against the pros and the top, most challenging tracks. It's man versus machine as they race the nation. After an up-and-down debut in Texas, where he didn't get to race, Brian Leonard was again thrown the keys to his family's Corvette during NARRA's Road Atlanta weekend. He repaid them with pole position on Sunday's US GT race, but as the heavens opened, Leonard was again left high and dry.
I felt good. I didn't realize how good I felt until I saw it, and I didn't realize I made pole, and then for the rain, it absolutely killed me. We have no rain tires at all. We weren't prepared for rain, and it's one of those things.
However, for another young gun, LP Montour, the rain was a chance to star. Storming through the SRT Viper Cup field, he took the lead in turn 1. The car dangerously aquaplaning, but Montour felt at home.
Yes, I really like to drive on the rain. It's like driving on the snow, because in my house there's a lot of snow in winter, and same thing. I really like to drive there on rain.
As others came unstuck, Montour mastered the conditions, lapping 3 seconds faster than his nearest rival, Dan Knox. The pair passing all the US GT cars to finish first and second outright. Mazak, third in SRT, Stokey taking victory in GT1 from Loudon, and Atherton fending off Farmer in GT2. The inevitable rain gave the Wheel and US TT drivers extra reason to push early on Sunday, and they did, with 3 lap records falling. One going to McPherson, who moved from TT2 overnight with a weight adjustment and claimed the win. Weathers bumping Saturday's winner to third, TT3 winner Perkins just short of his Saturday best, not that he'd left anything on the table.
We've eliminated the mirror, and we've also covered up any disturbance of airflow that might occur because of the holes in the mounting tabs. It's poor man's aero is what we call it. And if you don't go that extra mile, you just might get beat.
And he wasn't the only one with tricks up his sleeve.
Well, my original design was to do a sliding skirt, but I thought I'd get in trouble for that in most sanctioning bodies. And like you said, if you break a side skirt with a sliding skirt, there's a substantial loss in downforce. With this design, we're low, we drag occasionally, but the material is very flexible. We're blocking the majority of the air. When you watch this car on the track, it actually pulls down very low. So we're probably gaining a lot of the same effect, blocking the air, and what it's doing is it's allowing the rear of the car to be more efficient with the aero, and it allows us to take some of the rear wing out of it.
Clever thinking, but for Sunday, Grabauer was without 4th gear.
Yesterday, after the transmission broke, we did a quick little test, ran somewhere in the 33s, and we thought, you know what? That's not too far off the 4th place guy. So we knew we needed to beat his time. So the goal this morning was to see what we could do to get a 32.
It did, a 31.9, giving Grabauer third. However, it was CCO who stole the show. After a faulty ABS controller plagued Saturday, he smashed Howard's record, giving top speed final bragging rights and the win. Former NFL star White completed another touchdown, shaving tenths off his lap record, while Messer bounced back in run 2, taking second away from Prochuk before rain prevented a counterattack. That weather played a big role in the Radical Cup race, but before it commenced, we inquired into what powers a Radical SR8 sports car.
My name's Sean McRae. I work for PowerTech America. What this engine here is actually a 2.7 liter V8 that basically uses 2 Hayabusa motors. From basically the barrels all the way through the head is all pretty much stock Suzuki pieces on this. It's a custom bottom end that's cast for us. We use a common crank. Like I said, this is a 2.7 liter here. We do a couple different versions of this engine, but this is the one that's mainly used in our series here. This is a 430 horsepower at the crank motor. It's a good 350 at the wheels. Really a neat piece of engineering here.
And it was Watzinger who again used the V8 power to full effect, on pole from Strauss and Merzon in Sunday's race. Fouled the SR3 pole sitter from Bullock and Kurtz. The SR8's with a clean start, and as Booth gets by Merzon, Watzinger takes command. The green flies for the SR3s, Bullock side by side with Faub, and into the lead. The pair running nose to tail lap after lap, Bullock absorbing the pressure. Faub the one coming unstuck and dropping down to 6. The conditions rapidly deteriorating.
Suddenly it started raining in the back, so it was really turn 6 and turn 7 that was wet, and the rest was dry, so it was a very interesting race.
In front of Faub, Torres off. And then he's lucky to avoid Merzon. On board with Strauss, and we can see even more drama. Yellow flags in turn 6 as Allen goes for a spin to join Torres, and Merzon still on the inside of 7. The commotion telling Kurtz it was now or never.
I knew I had to get in front of Tony before the safety car came out, so we pushed hard and finally got in front of him.
And as he predicted, the race ended behind the Ringgold SRT safety car. Back-to-back wins for Watzinger from Strauss and Booth. Faub home third in SR3, Kurtz with his second win of the weekend and a watch, Bullock without.
A little bummed I didn't walk away with the watch today, but you know, for someone like me that I've only been racing for 1 year now, to have a shot at being able to get behind, you know, wheel of an LMP2 car, or to even have the honor to compete in the Euro Cup, the Radical Euro Cup out there in Spa is a dream come true. So for me, it's where we've set our goals, and I'm quite excited right now that we're on our way to achieving that.
So that's it from Road Atlanta, but join us next time with all the action from Watkins Glen.